Hi everyone, it's me Leslie here with another video. Thank you so much for watching my video and thank you so much for subscribing. Today I'm doing a storytime discussion to talk a little bit about my Thanksgiving. So a few days ago here in the United States, we had our Thanksgiving holiday and my family and I stayed home and spent the day together. And so we planted shrubs that we had purchased like on sale a couple weeks ago, and we planted some tall grasses and we had a really good time out in the yard together. And also in between planting, my daughter and I we were making some bread, and the bread is actually a recipe handed down from my mom. She's sick and my dad had to go through her cookbooks and find the recipe, and he finally got it to me a few months ago, and so ever since then I've been trying to recreate the bread to have it taste just like hers, but it's kind of hard because her recipe, it leaves a lot of guesswork there. But so finally the bread turned out pretty good, but my daughter and I, we spent time making the bread, and she had her little table, and she was rolling the dough, and then the girls got all muddy later, and I had to give them an impromptu bath, and I spent the time bathing them, and I'm giving all these details because it was a very beautiful day for my family. I'm fortunate enough to have a loving family, and I cherished the moment giving my daughters a bath, and I cherished the moment watching my daughter roll the bread, and I cherished the moment making the bread from my mom's cookbook that she can no longer make for her family. And I cherished the moment in the garden with my husband, planting beautiful shrubs and grasses in order to help beautify our house a little bit more. And for me, Thanksgiving is a time where, if you're fortunate enough, you can have the opportunity to spend it with family, the ones that you love, and give thanks for all that you have, and be reminded of how grateful you are to have them. And so for me, I spent the day being grateful and thankful for our beautiful family and for the recipe from my mom. And I'm bringing up that story because some people would have you believe it's about the amount of people that you have at your house, or the amount of food you can fill the table with. So many people will show pictures of their 20-foot long table, and hey, we still don't have enough room. And or some people will fill the day with busy travel and trips. And to each his own. I believe that there's no room on the day of Thanksgiving to be shaming other people for how they plan to spend the day. Some people spend it all alone, by choice and not by choice. So I know someone who's so tired that they didn't do any single thing with anybody. They just stayed home and slept. And that was by choice. And I know other people who spent the day with loads of people, busy, and they were super busy cooking the whole day. And that's by choice. Somebody asked my daughter, I think it was yesterday, hey, did you eat a turkey for Thanksgiving? Did you enjoy the turkey? And my daughter said, no, I didn't have turkey. She said, did you have chicken? She said, no, I didn't have chicken. I said, oh, we do a non-traditional Thanksgiving, and I made nachos. Loaded nachos, by the way. And she gave me a look, the person gave me a look like, You're crazy. What's your problem? And just to reiterate, there's no right or wrong way to spend your holiday. This shaming of people who don't have tons of friends and family needs to stop. I mean, someone just recently told me a story of how someone was almost kicked out of their friend's home a year or so ago because they brought their kids to the Friendsgiving. We all make choices in life, and on a holiday, some of us choose to celebrate it in the traditional way, and some of us choose to not celebrate it in the traditional way, and some of us choose to not celebrate it at all. The only reason my family does anything that can even be related to Thanksgiving at all is just because we're here in the States, and my husband had the day off, and so we did a couple extra things, like my daughter colored a picture of a turkey I drew for her. But other than that, it was just another beautiful day with the family. I made loaded nachos, and I made the bread from my mom's recipe. And my parents, they spent the day together. As I said, my mom is sick, and this may be her last Thanksgiving. And so some people's parents die on Thanksgiving. Some people's loved ones die on Thanksgiving. Some people don't have a family. Some people have a big Thanksgiving. Some people have a happy Thanksgiving. Some people have a sad Thanksgiving. And everything in between. Some people travel for Thanksgiving. Some people don't travel for Thanksgiving. Some people have turkey. Some people don't have turkey. I mean, the scenarios can go on and on. And at the end of all of this, I'm just trying to say, however you decide, and I decide, and my family decides to spend our holidays or special occasions, that's how we decide. It's not the group that dictates what we do. We're allowed to choose how we want to celebrate our lives together. We spent the day loving each other, giving love, and enjoying the time. And I also spent the day thinking about my mom and how she's here, but she's not here. She can't make that bread anymore. And I'm just so happy that I understand that time is precious, and this recipe is precious to me. And I felt her presence with me that day. And I'm happy that I had the presence of mind and gave myself the space to feel her with me that day, even though she wasn't there with me. She's still on this earth, but she can no longer do the things she used to do. And on my Thanksgiving, I was also coming to terms with that. It's so important to give each other a little bit of grace and some space to do what they feel is best for their celebrations, and not impose what we believe that they should do for their special events, for their celebrations. It doesn't concern anybody else but your person, what you do. Don't feel obligated to spend your holidays or anything else how others tell you you should spend it. So that's where I'm going to end my video today. Thank you all so much for watching. And until next time, bye.